What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Ms. Jones, go ahead.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Um, so just to be honest, I hear everything that you're saying,
Mhm.
but what is the
Okay,
solution for
so
women
first
that
of
are
first of all, let's do this. How old are you?
I'm well, I turned 32.
Okay. Um, do you want to be married?
I do want to be married.
All right. So my question is, you're gonna ask me what's the solution. Why do
hmm
ladies always want to come ask me for a solution for them?
I think that it seems like you're coming off as the expert, so therefore
Coming off as the expert. So, your terrible situations, you are now reflecting on him, wanting answers from him because he comes off as the expert, but you got yourself in a bad position, I'm assuming, right? Because that's why she's calling in. She needs advice.
we would like to know
Yeah,
your
and the solution. Okay, no. Well, honestly, you want the dead honest truth? Solutions cost money.
okay. How
I want
much
to
money?
well, go to my website and book a session like Bianca did. Because if you're good for something, if you're good at something, you don't do it for free.
I
No,
do
you don't give
understand that.
you don't do individualized sessions. And see, here's the solution is shed light on this problem so women don't get into this situation. That's the solution for the general audience. So let's take
Okay.
it this way. You're 32.
Yes,
What's your longest relationship?
4.5 years.
How long ago was that?
This past February.
February 2020?
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys get married?
He wanted to, but he's simply will not mature. It lacks ambition, and we have too much
Do you have any children?
emotional history.
Do you have any
Yeah,
children?
we have one son. He is he
One
just turned
child.
2.
You turned
hmm
2. So you were having sex and reproduced the child with a man who's immature. And yet, and then you want to take that out onto the market and get someone to marry you.
Well, I don't have a problem with getting people that are interested in me long term.
No. Understand. So
However,
listen, no.
yeah, I would like to
Listen,
get married.
my content is I don't see the whole dealing with we keep score over here by marriages because
Okay.
yes, I know women don't have problems getting somebody to deal with them, date them, deal with them long term. It's marriage or not,
Okay.
and and what it
Well, I'm
comes
your
down
mom,
to,
so I haven't been.
what it comes down to is you were with somebody for 4 years that you said was immature, but yet you chose to be sexually active with them and chose to bring a child into the world. Why would a man want to have you as a wife and deal with an immature baby daddy or volunteer to be a stepfather for a child that's not an asset to him?
Um, somebody that meets me or my son would see value in me as a person.
Well, if
I know
that's
that
the
you I know
if
that
that's
you
the
wanted
no, if
to
that's
talk about
no, man. If
value.
that's the case, if somebody that meets you would see value, I'm asking you, so you should be able to tell me the value.
What's my value?
No. So what? See, you ladies like yourself like to do this. Like to do this. Well, when
No,
somebody
I'm trying to
meets
make
me,
you understand.
listen. Ladies like yourself would like to frame it this way: when you meet me, you'll see my value. Well, you have to be able to communicate that value too because everyone can't meet you. And at
Right.
32 years old, you should know the value you bring to a man, especially if you expect him to
Absolutely.
be a stepfather to your child and deal with a man who's a child's father who's not mature.
Absolutely.
Do you
And
want to
I
have
do
more
know my
children?
value. I'm sorry.
Do you want to have more children?
I do. I want a big family.
Oh, how
As
many
many
kids you
as I
want to
can
have?
afford.
How many kids do you want to have?
I mean, as many as I can afford.
Okay, as many as you can afford. What do you do for a living?
I'm a realtor.
Okay. About how many kids would you like to have since you already have one?
I would like to have like 4 more.
Four more, so a family of five. What state?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. So, what would a man need to make to fund a family of five children, a wife, and himself? So, a family of seven. How much would a man need to make to provide for a middle class, upper middle class life?
I would think combined income maybe around 380
Excuse me?
in order for us to travel and everything else. The way
380
I
in
like it.
Atlanta.
This is so funny. This woman has no idea what it's going to take. Quite frankly, she doesn't really care about anything to deal with the numbers or the math. She just wants these things to happen. Crazy. And the part about not being able to meet everyone so everyone doesn't know your value was spot on. And she can agree to that. Everyone can meet you. You want someone to just take a glance at you and see value in you. What? He hasn't spoken to you. You've just put on clothes and probably put on makeup and jewelry, and then you assume he's supposed to know the value in you. That doesn't even make sense.
Travel
Atlanta,
the way I like to travel.
380. No, you're talking closer to five. Three children is about 350.
Okay.
I'm talking closer to five. And do you plan on, obviously, I guess you plan on working after you're pregnant?
I wouldn't mind working. I like working.
No, 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 no. Let me ask the question. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
I don't necessarily want to have to, but I
Okay.
wouldn't mind.
So I need, no, 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 no. I just want to know what you want. And the first thing that came out of your mouth is you don't want to have to work and you want five kids. So even if you stair step these kids, if you start having children, that means you'd be out of work for at least 7, 8 years. What do you care if your husband's black, white, Hispanic, or other? You care if he's black?
It doesn't matter.
Is your child's father black?
He is black. Most of my exes are actually Asian.
Well, but you made a black child, so that's likely going to be who the next father is going to be because men tend to be pretty racial loyal and not wanting to have kids that don't look like them.
I understand that. And I would like for my son to have a black role model. I mean, his
Uh,
dad is out of sleep, but
so,
we have a
ma'am,
great
so, ma'am, why would it? So, this is the Rubik's cube you've given me. A woman who wants a man who's making
Mhm.
about the $500,000 a year, the money to be able to afford a wife and five children, one whom is not his own. That's what you would like. But yet, when you were younger, hotter, still in shape, and no children, you chose a guy who wouldn't even have a job.
Hmm? Doesn't have a job. I didn't say that.
You said he wouldn't keep a job.
No, I didn't say that. That's the wrong person. I didn't say that.
What did you
I
say?
said he was a little. I said he was not maturing
I'm
and
sorry. You
being
said
as
he's
ambitious
immature.
as I
He was
he
immature. I'm
wasn't
sorry.
being
He was
as
immature.
ambitious as I needed him
Okay,
to
he
be.
wasn't as ambitious, but okay. I'm sorry. Scratch that. He wasn't ambitious, but you still made a baby with him voluntarily.
Exactly. And then they often I don't know why women think this is going to do something. Because you try to downplay the man, it only makes you look worse because then another man hearing this is going to say, if he was a bum, he treated you like like garbage. He, he didn't listen to you. He didn't care about you, and you still followed him, and you gave him a baby. Who's the fool? They often try to sit there and down talk and downplay the baby daddy or the man they were with, like that's going to make us look at it like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that guy was bad. He was terrible. He was trash. That's not how we look at it. In all reality, we're looking at it like, okay, well, he was able to get all these things about you, and he was able to have you for multiple years. So why would you be with a person that is absolutely horrible, treated you like trash, and you had his baby and stood with him for 5 years? That's how we look at it. Not the way you're trying to paint it, trying to make it seem like we're going to agree with you by calling this man bad or trash. You stood with that and you procreated with that.
See, what you ladies don't seem to understand is you want to ask for more from the next guy than you did for the guy who got you when you were younger and hadn't had any children. And it's unreasonable. And what percentage of men in this country earn $500,000 or more?
As far as I know, I think it's about 8%. Or I'm sorry, 500,000, 1%.
Right. And I need you to be brutally honest with yourself. Are you a 1% kind of woman?
No, I'm not in the top 1% at all. But I didn't ask for that. You kind of gave me those numbers. I didn't
Well,
ask for
no,
that.
I asked you what you wanted. You said you wouldn't want to have to work and you want a big family. So whether you want to have $500,000 guy, what we do know is a $50,000 a year guy, which is middle of the road, won't do for a family of five. That's what we do know.
So my question is, I mean, we
So
listening to your channel,
go ahead.
listening to your channel, we are always told that single moms are pretty much dead and done, and here we're talking about age, and now I'm at the older or the
Mhm.
elder part of my age range. And so it's more so like, okay, what is it that you think we should be doing, not as a single mother, but just as an older woman to
Well,
secure a marriage, not
okay. Well,
necessarily
okay. I'll answer your
six.
question. I'll answer your
Okay.
question.
Okay.
And by the way, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2",
Dress size?
6.
Okay. What women should do is marry before they have a child. Because this is what happens. You are too old, too many miles to be demanding high prices. What women in your position should do is be fortunate to lower your expectations down to your level. A man that's on your level and your
But I didn't give
income,
you a level.
excuse me.
I didn't give you a level. You kind of created the level. I never told you a level.
Well, I would tell you, okay. What would you okay, let's do this? You're dress size 6. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10?
I guess I would be in that 6 range that you talk
Right.
about.
And your level would be a man making about $50,000 or $60,000. That's your level. I don't need you to give me a level. That's your level. That's who your. I mean, did your child's father make more than that?
He was making 80.
All right, but he was immature.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to your level. You can't get higher than your level, and
Yeah,
you
I
want.
didn't ask for
So,
higher. I
so
was
the reality is, so what would I tell a woman like yourself? Ma'am, you're too old to be wanting 5 kids. You're lucky if you find a guy who's willing to marry you and be a stepfather to a child, period. Because being a stepfather, which I have been one, is a thankless job. Much less to a stepfather to a guy that, by your own admission, is not the caliber of a man you even wanted to marry. So I have to deal with a child in this guy, and it's a son. You have a son?
Yes, I do.
Right.
And he's with his dad half the time, and he's with me half the
Well,
time. So his
and
dad is
and,
out
this,
of
and
state
this
the
is
other
why
time.
and this is why women should marry your
I
child's
totally agree.
father and don't make babies with a man you're not going to be with for the rest of your life. Really, that's the answer. Because anything after this is trying to make the best of a bad situation. And I know it's not popular. And I know people don't like the way it sounds. But the older you get, the more women tend to want. You tend to want men who are earning more, doing more to be able to provide more because your standards are higher because of lived experience, but your value is lower. You cannot get more in the main. Yes, there are women out there who can do it like Sierra and all these other kind of stuff, but in the main, the majority of women cannot. And the problem is, most of you ladies look at your chances on the market as far too high. I mean, would you marry a man uh, who's making $45,000 a year? Why is this big pause?
I mean, close to it, sure. If he had ambition,
No, 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 no. See, there's always an add-on when I ask these questions. I
I
said
work
making
in
$45,000 a year. He's happy making $45,000 a year. He's gonna make $45,000 a year.
I
He's not
couldn't
trying
be
to be
satisfied
president.
with that.
Excuse me.
No, I couldn't be satisfied with that type of
Well,
complacency.
then you screwed yourself. Listen to
So
what
you
this is.
Complacency. A man is earning a respectable income. Not only just a respectable income, a legal income. And he's not doing it below the average of what people are doing. He's doing on par with the average person. And she says that's complacency. French toast.
Listen. This is what the video I'm about to upload, and this happens over and over. Every time I ask, the average black man is single. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. The average black man in this country earns $42,000 a year, $41,000 a year. And the average white man earns 52. There's an $11,000 difference between black and white men. You're not going. So most men earn around $50,000. And what you just said is fully half of the country of men of all races are insufficient to a woman who's older with a child. That's insane.
I'm okay with 50,000 if he has desires to make more.
No, no, you're still, and this is in
Okay,
womanese,
all right.
and womanese. What this means is I can get him to make more. That's womanese. What she's saying is, I will take it as a starting point, but I'm going to continue to push you to try to become more. And no, ma'am, most people cannot make more. That's the median income. And this is the you asked for a solution. I said the solution is to lower your expectations down to reality because so many of you ladies are just insane with this. Why do you need if half of the men in the country are earning that, why do you feel like you need more and you're bringing somebody else's kid to him?
I just, I invest in things and I
Well,
just would like to see that
congratulations, but you don't have a
my
husband. So it doesn't
investment
matter. You
happen.
don't have a husband and you don't have any prospects for a husband on this level. You guys can talk a good game, but at the end of the day, men choose. And I understand this is a hard thing for you ladies to get, but ma'am, this is insane. Me. And what you have yet to say is what you're going to even bring to the table to provide for that man who'd be willing to marry you and be a stepfather. It's all you. You. That's not a wife.
I don't think I said anything about myself or any of
Okay.
that.
The tape is here,
But
man. No, you've talked about everything has been about what you want, why you want. Why do you want this? Why I invest? I do this. What is he going to get from you?
he will get love, peace, a helpmate. He'll get someone that is genuine and sincere, someone that is going to make his day much easier. I do a lot for a man. Most men
Mm-hmm.
that I date value me.
Okay.
All,
Well.
all
Hold on.
my exes have,
Hold on. Did your child's father get that?
yes, he did. He got a lot more than that.
And he earned more than the guys I'm talking about, but yet he wasn't good enough for you to marry, but you still made a baby with him.
He had other things going on.
Well, you still made a baby with him.
That wasn't intentional, but yes, I did.
Man, see this.
Well, nice. Now we know the baby wasn't even intentional. Perfect. So now she's on a public platform letting everyone know that she mistakenly had a baby with a loser. Cool. Now we know that you was creeping at night, smashing this man, and you wanted to keep it a secret because he was a loser and he offered something very specific. But you ain't want the rest of him. And then that man got you pregnant. Now you got his DNA being pushed into the next generation. Congratulations. You are the loser.
And this is another issue, especially in our community. Making a baby is much less of a big deal than being a wife. Women put that's
I didn't say
insane
that.
too. And I said in our community. I didn't say you.
Okay.
But and I'm gonna tell you, everything that you just described is very vague. But I will just say this: there are women who are providing what you're providing and more, and they're younger, no children. How do you beat that?
I can't beat no children at all.
Exactly. So
I'm not
if a
asking
man, so
you.
if the
I'm
men that you're looking, the kind of man you're looking for, other women are looking for him too, and it's a competition. And when all those men are chosen, Prince Charming is sitting across from you making $45,000 a year, content. That's
I
Prince
don't
Charming, baby.
I don't really know too many men that make that.
Well, we
I
know
mean,
you're,
I
but the
know
thing is, you
I
can
know
talk.
that I know
Okay,
that they
I'm
do.
out of here. Okay, again,
I know that they do, but we are in Atlanta.
I know where we are. And it's 17 woman to one. There's a lot of y'all unmarried women here who talk to each other and act like the stuff y'all say matters. When I look on all these black women's ring finger down here, and it's
I understand.
what are your marital prospects
I have a few guys that are interested.
in marrying you?
There's two.
Really?
However, I will say they are so much older than me. Although they do make over 60, they are so
See,
much older than
listen
me.
to listen to how picky we are getting. You
They're
got
like
two.
50. I can't.
Excuse me?
I want more kids, and they don't want any more kids. They
Well,
just want to take care of me and my son, and I don't. I want to,
this
I want more kids.
this is why the I'm sorry, man, but I got news for you. You only have a limited amount of options and a limited amount of time. You cannot choose. You do not get to choose like you did when you were 23 at 32 with a baby.
I understand.
I don't think so, but
No, she definitely doesn't. Because even when she does have the opportunity to go ahead and actually get the things that she wants, now the person is too old. She will run out of options very soon. And then as that happens, it's gonna that's when the blame game comes in.
I understand.
I don't think they really get it. What it's starting to dawn on me is a lot of women just really truly believe y'all are higher rank than y'all really are.
I just realized that I didn't say that at all, but you do say that a lot in your videos.
Yeah, and you just proved it. A man who's making
Because
$80,000 is a black man who's doing that's in the top 15% of earners, but he wasn't good enough to marry, but he was good enough to reproduce with. Make that make sense. Insane. So this is the danger. When you keep telling women that it's okay, and don't worry about looks and this and that. Don't worry about those things that the men say they value your inner peace and your this and that. The men get to pick, and the men know what they want, and this is what they're saying. That's why you have thousands and thousands of people coming over here day in, day out, week in, week out.
All right, guys, that's gonna be the ending of the video. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. Go head over to Kevin Samuel's channel. Let's keep the Godfather's name alive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.